The Last Thoughts of James De Palma by StoryMan-Jack. Jimmy De Palma sat hiding with his back to a solid stone wall in the shadows. He felt the blood leaking from that bullet wound in his belly. He smelled the foul bowel that told him he was probably done for. Damn it, Jimmy boy, don't think about that. His mind instead went back to how he'd gotten himself in this situation. He'd just gotten home. Well, it would be his home for another 10 days or so, from another fruitless day of interviews and testing at the unemployment office, when his buddy Harold had called. Hey buddy, I got a way to earn $20K right now, tonight, his friend said over the phone. Jimmy was desperate. His benefits would run out soon, and he had no idea how he'd keep his family home. He'd already lost his wife, his son, his career. But Harry didn't run with a good crowd. What, Jimmy? The voice asked. Listen, I know you got problems, but I gotta know right now. Jimmy thought about it. How long would he hold out on the street? He'd not even seen his son in 3 long months. He couldn't even afford the lawyer to force his wife to abide by the visitation rules. Oh, nothing. He paused, considering. What's the job? Nothing you can get in any trouble over. But we need someone who no one knows, Harry told him. What do you mean, Harold? Is it illegal or not? As far as you're concerned, not illegal at all, he said. Listen, we got you set up as a certified courier for this fellow's company. You have no idea what's in that package, and I'll be with you. So a simple drop-off? Jimmy asked. $20K would get him caught up, give him some breathing room. Though he'd been desperate before, he'd never done anything illegal yet. He'd been close, but nothing overt. Everything Harry did was illegal. I don't know. Are you with them now? He asked his buddy. I'm outside the office at the service, he said. The guy that needs this done is in there, and I ain't got enough juice to get to know who that is. You giving me your word, Harry? He asked sincerely. I mean it. I'm not going to jail for someone else's shit. I promise, Jimmy. I know I can trust you, and you have a car nobody knows about. You ain't never been in this kind of shit, so you'll be in no danger. Jimmy thought about it long. 50, he said thoughtfully. What? His buddy asked. Come on, Jim. You know part of that'll come out of my cut. So? And I want half up front on package pickup, he told his buddy. I'm not gonna get screwed, and I'm gonna be smart about this no matter what, he thought. He had to make sure his kid was taken care of, even if nothing else good came of this. You're breaking my balls, brother, Harold said. So, I'm not risking my life and my kid's future for you, Jimmy told his friend. Because no matter how low I go, if I'm not dead or in jail, I can come back from it. I'll call you right back, Harold told him. Why? Jimmy asked. Just text them. Besides, I thought they were keeping you outside for a reason. The phone went silent for a moment. You can do that? He asked. Harry? Yes, you can text someone. Just do it. I'll be damned. It worked. Hey, what am I supposed to know? You're the computer guy, buddy. Hey. They agree. Huh. I'll be damned. Where do I meet you? I'll come and bring the package to your place. I'll bring you cash as well. Look, simple warehouse drop-off, easy peasy. Okay, he told his oldest friend. Easy peasy. Jimmy coughed, tasting the coppery blood as the shooter stepped around the warehouse trying to keep quiet. so he could hear where Jimmy was. Easy fucking peasy, he thought, as he felt the blood that leaked between his fingers, covering the small bullet hole in his gut. Harold arrived within an hour and showed him the cash in the large duffel. "Where's the package?" Jimmy asked. Harold motioned behind him to the steps where another duffel with a padlock on the zipper sat in the concrete. "Let's go," Jimmy said, without pausing too long, coming out with his keys to that small Civic. "I'm always amazed by the fact you made more money in a year than I could have in 5. And now you're just about destitute," Harold said. "Why does that surprise you? It happens all the time," Jimmy said. He got into the little silver car. "Oh, not that you're destitute, but the fact that you never bought a decent car before it all fell apart," Harry told him, strapping in. Jimmy chuckled, but it was a wan, humorless thing. "This is the one thing I have that's paid for, buddy," he said, and pulled away from the curb. "Hey, man, where are you going?" Harold asked. "I haven't told you where we're going yet." Jimmy smiled. "I'm not taking any chances, so first thing is, I'm going to drive around for 5 minutes in random directions and make sure nobody's following us. Then, I'm headed to the ex-wife's house." "Hey, man," Harold said, "you ain't going to fuck me over, are you?" he asked. "Dude, how much trouble have I gotten you out of over the years?" Harold sighed. "I'll be in prison until the end of time, I know. Just, these guys you don't want to fuck over, brother." Jimmy was silent until he pulled in front of his former wife's new place. "I'll be right back," he said, not giving his buddy a chance to talk and retrieve the bag of cash. Rushing up to the door in the darkening gloom, he knocked quickly with several sharp thumps. The door opened, and the bright face of the woman he still loved quickly darkened as her eyes fell on who it was. She pushed open the screen door. "I told you," she said, her voice a sneer. "You can't see him." Jimmy felt the blood rise in his face. "Listen," he growled, trying to calm himself. "I'm not here for that." He shoved the duffel of cash in her hands. "What's this?" she asked, looking down in confusion. "Look, you're my insurance policy. If you don't hear from me again, that's little Sammy's child support, okay?" He paused, swallowing. "If I do, I'm trusting that you give half of that back to me." "How much?" she asked in awe. "Count it later," Jimmy said. "I ain't got time." He almost stepped forward and kissed her, but awkwardly stepped aside and coughed. I have to go." He left her there, staring out in a state of what could only be shock. "Dude," Harold said as Jimmy pulled the car away. "What the fuck is wrong with you? You gonna trust that bitch?" "Not her," Jimmy said. "If this goes wrong..." Harold interrupted him. "Dude, nothing is going to go wrong. We don't have a key to that bag. We don't know what's in it. All we do is get there. You walk up into that open warehouse. You drop the bag and you walk out. No contact with anyone." "Why me and not you?" "Man, everybody knows me. They knows who I run with. Nobody in the business knows you." "Turn there," he said, pointing. Jimmy turned down a large drive that was really just the entrance to the industrial park outside of town. "And just what business is that, Harry?" He paused and took his eyes off the road just for a moment to meet his friend's eyes. "Nothing you need to worry about," Harold told him. "All right, man, I'm trusting you," Jimmy said. And then he and Harry were both silent the rest of the way. "Hey, it's that one, 212, Harry told Jimmy. "All right, go around back," he said. Sure enough, they pulled up behind the large, rarely used warehouse. The large shipping door opened to the elements. "You sure about this, Harry?" Jimmy asked. "It looks shady as hell." "Trust me, go ahead. Just run it up there, drop it just inside the door, turn around and come back, brother." Jimmy smiled. "So easy money, right?" he asked. Easy money, Harry replied as Jimmy got out of the vehicle with the package. He jogged up, feeling the hair rise on the back of his neck. Something didn't feel right. That thought and feeling of not feeling right led to a chain of other thoughts and feelings. It had him stop. He turned around, only to find his best friend, a man he'd known since they were toddlers, holding a gun on him. "What the fuck, Harry?" he asked. The only answer Harry had was to pull the trigger. The bullet hit Jimmy in the belly, knocking him down. Jimmy figured he was dead. Only there was no follow-up shot. Something must have happened to Harry's gun. Through the pain, the worst he'd ever had, he struggled into the empty warehouse. His friend was no longer quietly listening and waiting for Jimmy. "Jim, Jim, Jimbo," Harry called to him as Jimmy sat bleeding out. "Come on out, buddy." "What the hell's wrong with you?" Jimmy managed to yell. "Oh, there you are," Harold said. But Jimmy wasn't sure from the tone if his traitorous friend was talking to him or someone else. Then the gun fired again. Yet, instead of a bullet hitting him, as Jimmy expected, or even whizzing by his head or hitting somewhere near, there was just a simple slump to the floor. The sound of the steps changed as someone approached, the deeper thuds of Harry's steps changing to sharp, quick ones. "Jim," a female's voice whispered. "What the fuck?" Jimmy said to himself. "Evelyn, is that you?" The voice sounded like his ex-wife's. "Yeah," her voice sounded relieved. "Thank God. Are you okay?" "Oh, not really," Jimmy told his ex. "I'm gut shot," he said to her. A woman he'd put through nursing school while he had started out as a simple customer service agent for this company or that. She would know what to do. The steps drew closer, and he felt her come around the wall more than saw her. But the thankful joy he began to feel, the utter relaxation that had come over his entire body at the sound of her concerned voice, faded away as he saw her face. The bullet took Jimmy through his forehead, his last synapse only misfiring on complete confusion. The end. If you enjoyed this story, please let me know. Let me know what you think about the ending and what your conclusions would be as to what happened, who was in charge, who really screwed who, and what was up. I left it this way on purpose. If you haven't subscribed already, there's a little icon in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on that, and we'll be seeing you again. Remember, your story is the most important one you'll ever write. Make it a good one.